All right. Good evening. I'm starting a company for the first time, and I'm wondering if you may have tips for starting and maintaining the legality of an LLC. I have submitted the initial form and I'm wanting to obtain any advice to have a seamless transition with any additional forms processes. Thank you for any help. All right. Well, we'll just talk generally. What is an LLC? That's a limited liability corporation. So basically, this is forming a legal entity, which is it's a business or company, but it's an entity, so it's similar to a person. That's how it's viewed. So the point of this and the benefit would be to limit your liability as an individual, because let's say you start this business and you could be sued. You open yourself up to liability, and your personal assets could be taken. Like if you were sued and you lost, they could take your home, your car, your money. So it would behoove you, or it would behoove somebody in certain situations to have a company. And so if anything went wrong, the company would be sued, not the individual. So the individual's assets would be separate. Their home, personal assets, car, none of that could be touched. Only the company would have to pay for being sued. So just in that respect, it would be smart to use an LLC, just to insulate yourself from liability. Then you have tax purposes too, because now with an entity, the LLC will be taxed as a corporation. So, and it's only going to be taxed once, not no double tax. It just passes through one time. But now you can also write off different things being a corporation. For example, office space, uh, business expenses, anything related to the business, legitimate travel related to the business. So it's a way of saving money also. But yeah, LLCs are a great thing. And depending on the size or and the number of people, you could do a limited liability corporation. Or if it's one person, even or small, you could just go, if it's small, you could do an S Corp, which is very similar, basically the same thing, but just like usually for like sole proprietors and whatnot. But yes, a corporation it's a good thing to consider, especially if you're starting a business. Definitely. So hopefully that sheds some light and helps there.
Also, this isn't tax advice, but it's my understanding that if you needed to file, like if you needed to file an LLC not for the liability but for the tax reasons, so to be able to claim deductions on self-employment, you should be able to just file multiple Schedule C's for each quote unquote business that you're doing, and you don't need the LLC to do that. Because I've heard a lot of people who start an LLC because they think, oh, for my taxes next year, I need to be able to deduct business expenses where tax wise that's separate from liability, like personal liability. Those are two separate things. This is my only addition there.
Yeah, yeah. No, they absolutely are. Tax wise, yeah, you get the tax breaks there and the deductions, which can be huge, and then also personal liability. I mean, I think that's one of the biggest things too, is being able to insulate yourself, keep yourself, your personal finances safe, and separate from the business entity. So both of those things very, very important.